It is Saturday, the 14th of September, 2024. My name is Pigeon Rose, and this is my song of the day. Today we're talking about a legend of music, a Canadian musician who my dad loves, and that's how I heard him a lot. My dad has specific artists that he loves a lot, and a lot of them are very much the kind of artists you expected dad to love a lot, like Bob Dylan and Rory Gallagher if they're into rock, which my dad certainly is. But today we're talking about Neil Young. I grew up with a lot of Neil Young playing in the house. I was particularly a fan of the Greendale movie. I get it stuck in my head a lot. Carmichael, you asshole. But the song we're talking about today is the song Harvest Moon, which is from the album Harvest Moon from 1992. And this is definitely one I remember hearing as a kid, but I didn't really get an appreciation for it until later, because when I was younger, I was more into the louder, bouncier sort of music, which is why I kind of liked Greendale, because it had that recurring like it had this kind of swing to it, bluesy sound, But this is like a slow, soft, sweet song, and I have much more appreciation for it now. So we're going to listen to it now and then come back in a few minutes and talk about it. It's just a really chill, nice song. Great video as well. I kind of had a vague image of the video in my head, but I just watched it there now when I was listening to the song. And, it's largely Neil and Peggy dancing with a band playing. But the band is Neil and his band playing. And so whenever you can see them dancing and Neil in the same shot, it's very clearly some stand-in wearing a wig. And then it'll cut to close-ups of actual Neil singing. And then later it shows supposedly the first time they dance together, and they're played by younger actors, and Neil and his band are all wearing 60s attire and sunglasses and headbands and stuff. It's funny. But I enjoy it. It's very sweet. I also noticed that the opening shot definitely has an edited moon. It wasn't actually a harvest moon. If you don't know, by the way, because I had to Google it, I had the vague idea, but I had to remind myself. A harvest moon is the full moon that is seen nearest to the time of the autumn equinox, which is why it's fitting for this season. But I said the other day with Betty, I love a good pedal steel. This song has some prominent pedal steel, and maybe that's what makes it feel autumnal to me, just the presence of pedal steel. I don't know. It's a country folky thing, But anyway, so the song is about Neil Young's then wife, Peggy Young. It's just a very sweet love song. It is made the more sad by the fact that they got divorced and Peggy has since died. But in that moment, the encapsulation of that moment, it's very sweet. They look so happy in the video. They're grinning. They didn't get divorced until 22 years later. But anyway, it's still a very sweet song, regardless. Here's the lyrics. Come a little bit closer, hear what I have to say. Just like children sleeping, we could dream this night away. But there's a full moon rising, let's go dancing in the light. We know that where the music's playing, let's go out and feel the night. Because I'm still in love with you, I want to see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you on this harvest moon. Very simple, just saying come here. We could just go to sleep and that would be nice. But, the moon is shining. Let's go dancing. It's very simple and it's very human. You know what I mean? It's it's very just I want to go out and dance. Follow that impulse. And then, just because I'm still in love with you, I want to see you dance again is such a nice, sweet lyric. I'm in love with you. I want to see you dance. I want to see you happy. When we were strangers, I watched you from afar. When we were lovers, I loved you with all my heart. But now it's getting late and the moon is climbing high. I want to celebrate, see it shining in your eye. So, when they were strangers, he had a crush on her. And then, no, when we were lovers, I loved you with all my heart. But now it's getting late and the moon is climbing high. Probably because Peggy has died, but a lot of the comments in the YouTube video, the music video, are about people's partners dying. And so you can think of it in a way of being about wanting to see your late partner again, because it's when we were lovers, even though they were obviously still together at the time. So it's a strange way to phrase it. But yeah, it does make it kind of sadder in a way of, I'm still in love with you, I want to see you dance again, when you think of it as someone who has passed, Then we get a harmonica break, which you gotta love. It's a Neil Young song. He's known for his harmonica. If you don't know Neil Young well, he has this device that he wears around his neck, holds a harmonica in front of his face. Then he just leans forward and plays harmonica. Bob Dylan does a similar thing. It's just such a signature part of his style to have harmonica in the songs. And so he doesn't do guitar solos. Well, I mean, sometimes he does do guitar solos, but like more often you get a harmonica solo. And I love that. I love me a good harmonica solo. And it's very sweet here. It's very slight. It's just kind of a variation on the melody. But I like how it sounds. And then you just get the chorus again. That's the end of the song. But it's 5 minutes because I like the slow pace of it. It's stretched out. There's a lot of space between each line, between each verse, between each chorus. The song gives the lyrics and the meaning a lot of room to breathe because it's imagining someone dancing to it, a couple dancing around a little dance hall to this song. Not slow dancing as such, but, you know, having kind of a gentle dance to it. And I really like that. I feel like the construction of the song reflects its lyrics in that way, you know. I suppose there's not many lyrics to it, so I don't know what else to really say about it. It's interesting thinking of the literal interpretation of it and then the reinterpretation of it being about death, especially since Peggy has passed. And yeah, it's just a nice, sweet song. Oh, one more thing I forgot to say. Apparently Linda Ronstadt does the backing vocals in this song. Wild. Now go listen to Cortez the Killer. That's your homework assignment. I definitely got to talk about Cortez the Killer on here. Oh, what a song. What a killer. I guess this is just going to be a short episode then. Yeah, I really like this song. Thank you so much for listening. Please hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell other people about this show. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Break it down.
London.